we're making dollars and cents. And you know how we're making dollars and cents? Because we are declared a new state of independence for America. Well, I am for myself. And if you want to be part of it, you should be. Because we are independent, prosperous, and free when we are in control of our personal financial lives. Being a slave to debt is being a slave, being outside of a democratic system. You're a trap. You're a slave, basically. And right now we're a debtor society, and a lot of people are trapped. And I have to say that to get to this point, a lot had to happen in my life to make me change. But one thing that when you are exposed to common sense or people that would really they really have values, and money is not the end all and all. It really, if you go the other way, if you make a lot of money and become greedy or anything like that, you're never right. You're never totally happy because you saw a different side of life. And you're like, what are you talking about? What do you mean by that? Well, I look at it this way in our society today. I look at who in my lifetime has been the happiest people I've ever seen. Has it been the mega wealthy millionaires? I mean, they're happy at times, but I'm talking about consistently happy. And that was not, these people are dead. These people are dead because they're my grandparents. I mean, even growing up with money, like, or a fluid household, money was relative to my parents. More than my grandparents. It was a different story. They were happy. They were the happiest people I ever known. And I look at that. I mean, in our society, we're miserable, and they're being absent in my life is really showing me that there's nobody I know on earth today that is happy as they were. And there's not, or consistently. So you look at three things about personal finance: business ownership. Use inspired to own a business, and you look at your financial situation and say, "Me own a business? I can't even get a credit card." I mean, why not? I mean, it is possible. Personal finance strategy. Do you have one? Personal financial ownership. Do you feel like you're in control? Quality of life. A lot of people, 1 in 3, are not. They don't have mainstream banking services. What does that impact the economy? How does that impact the economy? I mean, imagine imagine a community with 50%. There's an outbreak of a deadly flu, and 50% are sick. What does that have? The impact on the economy, on the workforce, on the actual economic movement is devastating, and this is too very devastating. So quality of life. What has happened? Why have our quality of life declining? And do you think our future generation, or I don't have children, but yet I want to give a gift to the future generation. They have an opportunity to be free and to do what they want to do and have. And anybody at any income level does have the opportunity to make it. And we are closing off that bottom gap of the lower class having that entrepreneurial opportunity. Let me explain this to you. We are becoming a nation of we reward for kids for grades, for allowances, and that just teaches what if I get somebody money, they're going to do what I want to do, basically. So you had to change all of that. So let me just go into this. Business ownership. What if I could tell you that you could do a business with it's called a net business, net zero business startup with $0. That's not a scam. It is work, but it's not a scam. I have nothing because that's what our company is doing now. One of our launches is coming up in a few weeks as a net zero business dollar startup. How do you do that? We have formed a model for that. So what's the next? Personal finance strategy. Well, if you're like me, the old dog is a little bit harder to teach the kids. If you are a parent, the younger the children, that's who you start with. You start changing practices for them, it works for you. So what do? What happened if I could tell you could have $1 million children by the time you're 18?